Live in high definition from the CBS 4 studios, this is CBS 4 at 10.
An El Paso man accused of a double murder 25 years ago is now on trial for his third time. Hello everyone, I'm Shelton Dotson.
And I'm Sara Shouhayib. CBS 4 at 10's Kaylee Heck is here live to show us what unfolded on the first day of Daniel Villegas' trial. A former Holloman Air Force sergeant will spend the next 15 years in prison for the death of his daughter. Peter Zayas was sentenced today. His wife Sophia received a 15-year sentence just last week. The couple was convicted for the 2007 death of their 2-month-old daughter, who suffered fractures in her skull, ribs, and arms. 3 people are dead following a 4-car crash in Odessa overnight, and that includes an El Paso man. State troopers identified him as 22-year-old Christian Flores. Investigators say he was racing another car when he lost control and crossed into oncoming traffic. 2 women from Odessa were also killed. 2 children from Odessa were hospitalized with serious injuries. And new tonight, the city of El Paso is moving forward with a new development in northeast El Paso. It includes restaurant, shops, and an extension of Sean Haggerty Drive. The city will fund the project using a portion of property taxes from the area. That's called a TIERS, or Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone. The city is proposing a rate of 25% over 36 years. That would generate $222 million.
It's not something that we could pay for right now, but what this TIRS does is it also allows for a developer to potentially come in to an area like the Northeast and really potentially develop that area to provide for, residential, for commercial.
Now, that financing plan has not been approved just yet. That could happen at a meeting 2 weeks from today. And there are now 5 finalists to become El Paso's next city attorney. They are Valeria Acevedo, the city attorney of New Braunfels, Texas; Joseph Bryce of Portland, Texas; Kimberly Mickelson of Houston; Carla Neiman, the interim city attorney for El Paso; and Liza Bowling, the city attorney in Pensacola, Florida. One of them will replace Sylvia Firth, who retired unexpectedly in April. The council also voted to create a citizens advisory committee to take a close look at each candidate.
We want to make sure that this is a good process moving forward, making sure that that's a key focus with our city attorney, that there's going to be good working relationships with council, there's going to be good working relationships also with our city manager.
And up next, the candidates will be at the Plaza Theater on October 22nd for a meet and greet with the public.
2 people wanted in connection with a homicide investigation in Florida have now been arrested in southern New Mexico. Vivian Gutierrez and Arthur Miller were caught at the Border Patrol checkpoint on Interstate 25 just north of Las Cruces. The car they were in came back with a hit on a missing person case, so agents ran more info on the pair and found those homicide warrants. Gutierrez and Miller remain jailed in Las Cruces tonight, awaiting extradition to Florida. A Las Cruces man is going to prison for the next decade for selling meth to an undercover agent. Guy Bell carried out the deal 2 years ago near an elementary school. He also pleaded guilty to having a gun with him when he committed that crime.
A new report from the Inspector General for Homeland Security suggests DHS was not ready to implement the president's zero tolerance policy. The IG's report notes that 861 children who were separated from their parents were held longer than the 72 hours, which is legally allowed. The report also shows problems with the technology systems used to identify, track, and reunify families.
A multi-million-dollar upgrade to some of our city's sports fields will be coming soon. Today, City Council reached an agreement with Mountain Star Sports Group. The company is going to invest $500,000 into the West Side Sports Complex so that the United Soccer League team can practice there for the season.
Just the opportunity to have high-quality soccer fields means, the world to us. As far as event organizers, we feel that will attract more teams, especially out-of-town teams, which is a big difference for us in the city. And also for our kids, just having the opportunity to practice or play games on fields of that quality will be a great opportunity.
Council approved improvements for the sports complex. On the 16th, they will also vote on a second proposal from Mountain Star. The group plans to invest $3.5 million into Southwest University Park. Sarah saw upgrades to soccer fields and got a little excited about it.
Well, they said kids and teens, but what about us adults?
Don't worry, they need a soccer mom even though you don't have children. You can show up there for sure.
All right, good stuff.
Straight ahead, running for U.S. Representative, what former County Judge Veronica Escobar aims to do if she is elected.
And a Las Cruces store is staying open. The reason Toucan Market didn't close after all.
And helping our senior citizens, how Adult Protective Services is working to reduce crimes made against the elderly. That's coming up next on CBS 410 On Your Side.
One of El Paso's most wanted has been tracked down and arrested. Sheriff's deputies caught Diane Gardea today at a house in East El Paso, near Pendale and Rojas. Gardea was wanted on 6 counts, including 3 for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Adult Protective Services is working to educate families about the dangers senior citizens face. Today, APS hosted a conference about crimes against the elderly. Examples include abuse, neglect, and financial exploitation. APS says taking care of our elderly is everyone's responsibility.
We all have a neighbor, we all have a friend, we all see things, and we should be vigilant, making sure that they're safe and they're healthy. So if we see something strange, we get that weird.
Last year, more than 1,800 incidents of abuse were reported in the El Paso area alone. APS says there are likely more cases because many incidents just go unreported.
The popular Toucan Market in Las Cruces will live to sell groceries another day, week, even longer. The local grocery store was actually set to close this month after years of serving that community. But the shop managed to get a loan in order to refinance, and they will be keeping their doors open and their shelves stocked. The store manager, Rob Bauer, tells CBS 4 that his dad will now be the sole owner.
It was definitely an exciting time for us at Toucan Market. You know, we got to save a lot of associates.
Toucan Market stocks its shelves with mostly local products. They tell us right now they have products from about 100 different vendors. The mayor of El Paso is a man of his word, sort of. DeMargo standing before City Council today holding up a New Mexico State jersey. Remember, he lost that bet to the Las Cruces mayor over the Battle of I-10. Loser promised they would wear the opposing team's jersey during the council meeting, but in all fairness, Mayor Margo, that jersey looks like it would have been just a little bit snug on you today. Yeah.
Well, that's not very nice.
He's not the only one.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, I couldn't have got in on it all. All right.
Lou, what do you think of that? Do you think that was a fair bet?
Yeah, I think it's
Fun
over.
bet.
It's a fun bet. You get to wear a jersey. Next year it'll be a little bit different. UTEP's going to beat New Mexico State next year.
Yeah.
We've been hearing that for 2 years, right? Speaking of UTEP and New Mexico State, Miners getting set for homecoming, Aggie homecoming as well, and oh yeah, playoff baseball. Rockies and Cubs, are they still playing now? Tell you why I'm saying that next on CBS 4 Sports. All right, yeah, Rockies and Cubs. And if you went to bed at a reasonable hour, you woke up this morning and said, what? Yeah, 13 innings, Rockies and Cubs. Colorado got the Cubs at Wrigley. So Chicago's going home. Colorado is moving on, and that is Vegas Sports.
You okay with that, Sarah? Cubs fan?
You know, it would have been nice. It would have been nice, obviously, for them to win.
She won one World Series a couple years ago. I gotta have another.
No, but you know what? Whoever went to that game, they still had a good time. Wrigley Field is like one of the best.
I've never been. Have you been?
I've never been. I'm embarrassed to say it.
Sarah
It's a blast.
Whenever you're ready.
Guys,
Whenever you're ready.
You want me to fly you out there
Yeah.
to go see
We'll
a
pay
game?
for it. You just entertain us. All right, thank you. Up next, it's a plea for help.
The amount of damage done to my town back home.
How a business was able to help a woman who was evicted during Hurricane Florence. That's next on CBS 4 at 10 On Your Side. Listen to this next story. A hairstylist is not letting Hurricane Florence stop her from earning a paycheck. B. Young and her family were forced to evacuate their home in Wilmington, North Carolina. After a few days in Charlotte, she posted a video on social media pleading for a job. A salon owner saw the video and gave her a call.
I Facebooked her and I said, girl, call me. I got you. Come here now.
I would like to be able to donate some of my profits.
And customers heard what happened and started showing up at the salon. Young says she wants to give some of her profits to help others affected by Florence, and the salon owner also started a donation drive. Well, it's opening night for the first ever Borderland Film Festival in Las Cruces. It started with a screening of a new film called Charlie's Christmas Wish. Those who attended got to speak with the actors and the film's director.
Basically a film festival to bring together the great independent filmmakers. So filmmakers that don't usually get a shot within the film festival circuit, who aren't typically in the budget, I guess to say, to be in the regular film festival circuit.
And the festival runs until October 7th. We have a list of showtimes and events on our website, cbs4local.com. Just click on news links.
I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about the story before the hair salon. Girl.
I'm hiring you now.
She felt close to her, you know?
All right, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope to see you back here tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Be sure to wake up with Alyssa Miesner and Nate Barrett tomorrow morning for CBS 4 Daybreak starting at 5 a.m. Take care.